Yeah. Let's do the mining. Yeah. Use that 5 level dome. We'll break our cheap shit and try to build great weapons instead of shit ones. Try to build up our zonite. I never went for like 1,000 zonite. I usually only went to like 500 or so. But it takes a while to mine it. But I might go to the extra mile sometime, so I could really explore with a lot of zonite. It's all about the practicality of the situation. But it's Tears of the Kingdom Tuesday, so I think we're gonna do a deep dive video. On my last one earlier today, I fell asleep because I ate 3 pieces of pizza. It was really, really good, and the doggy daycare kind of wears me out a little bit, but. Oh, let's see. It's your boy. I'll take out your boy, dog. Ready for that? Oh, I already defeated this fool, huh? Ready to defeat him again, dog. You want to get jiggy with it? No? Oh. Here, have some of this. No? Yeah. Oh, for real, dog? Let's start smacking your ass, G. Oh, mess with my neck. You're gonna detect direct when I inspect, and I interject my effects, dog. Oh. You ready for the action, dog? Ooh. Gonna get the action. Let me get my lightsaber ready, dog. Where's the eye at, actually? Shit. Bitch on fire, dog. About to get recognized. Get confused. Boy, hit the stall knocks. Were they calling it stall knocks after Joseph Stalin? I'll never know, dog. That's just the scary part, you know what I'm saying? That's just the scary part. Yeah. All right, let's make some better weapons here. Got my. Yeah. All right. Let's get some good weapons going on. Construct some good ones. I can whoop some AOS, dog. Cause some chaos. Whoop some AOS and cause some chaos. Better whoop. You better whoop some AOS and cause some chaos. I'm gonna rock shit like Amadeus. Every day, yes. Whoop some AAS. Hell yes. We want to put a tip on the spear. Want to put on some fire shit, dog. Y'all can feel that Set that shit on fire, huh? It's like Metallica, dog. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. If you're into that Metallica shit, I don't know if you are though. If you're into that Metallica shit, hell yeah. I'm gonna save my dragon shit for later. When shit gets real. Alright, let's proceed. Let's proceed. Let's proceed. We're at the Gustav Canyon Mine. So, in this particular instance, we're gonna go to our. Oh, we didn't even do that one yet, huh? One second. We didn't upgrade one of my weapons. I just noticed. Oh, do the upgrade. I'm gonna get laid and paid like a grenade. Done. Better celebrate. Hell yeah. All right, we're in business. Okay. Now let's head into that mine and take care of business. No. Head into the mine, and it's hard to define my mind when I shine. Coming to find. You can tell you got the zonite because it's got that you can tell because most things are dull and then this has got that gleam. So when you see that gleam, that means you're ready to get on the team. Oh yeah. When you got that gleam, you're ready to get on the team. My boy over here. Yeah. Well. Oh, diddly did. Oh shit, diddly did. Your friend used to say that? Yeah. Did a lot of cocaine. He probably went diddly did. Okay, whatever. It's kind of funny sometimes because he would just go up to total strangers and go, "Oh, diddly did." They didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I don't even know if my friend knew what he was talking about, to be honest. It was entertaining nonetheless. Didn't really have to make sense, did it? Not really. Stop making sense. Jonathan Demme, the talking head. Right? Why make sense when you can be entertaining? Yeah, that's true. It's always that guy who always brings down the party that's like, well, you know, like he's a nerd and shit. It's always that guy who like points out like Debbie Downer, like all the problems, and it's always that person who has no fucking friends. like a fucking geek. Debbie Downer, like wah wah. Yeah, I had a man like sometimes I dream about coworkers, and last night my brain was going through like high school people and like coworkers like mad were showing up, and I remember in my dream I saw this dude that I used to work with, and I was like, "Yo, it's Sean Bostwick," and then I gave him a high five like we are working together again. For some reason in my dream, like all my old coworkers, we were working together at the same place again for some reason, even though we were like not 20 years old anymore, we're like 40 something. Yeah, that's why dreams don't make sense, because people who are dead and people you haven't seen in like 10, 20 years come up in the dream. That's why it doesn't make sense. It was entertaining because it was like, yo, it's Sean Bostwick. Give me a five. Yeah. So I was entertained. Yeah, Sean Bostwick was a pretty cool dude. He was just like a dude who was just cool. You know, just a cool dude. Yeah. You know, he wasn't a guy who had a lot of problems. He wasn't a guy who wanted to like screw you over. He wasn't a fair weather friend who only came around when his car broke down or something like that, you know. He wasn't a piece of shit or somebody that wanted you to fail. He was always like really cool. Not just to me, but I would suspect to everybody. We have a monster camp, but I got the Ghost Gang and Link Skywalker here, so it's gonna be all good. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. Hey guys, I'm over here. Ah, that didn't quite work out the way I want. Oh well. It was supposed to go, hey guys, I'm over here, and then the bomb goes off. Let the symphony of chaos begin. Yeah, that was a cool name for a Castlevania game. Symphony of the Night. Yeah, that's a beloved game too. Symphony of the Night. Love it. Although I thought, yeah, Simon's Quest and Dracula's Curse, those weren't bad titles, but Symphony of the Night was probably the top tier Castlevania. Title. I guess Simon Belmont is like Indiana Jones meets Van Helsing, I guess. Yeah. Indiana Van Helsing, which is pretty cool. Indiana Indiana Jones in the Temple of Poon. Ugh. Yeah, I watched that Indiana Jones and the Diarrhea of Destiny. Man, that fucker was disappointing as fuck. Oh well, what can you expect? Disney makes shit. They didn't used to always make shit, but man, they've been making shit for the last at least a decade, if not more. I guess they went woke and they went broke. They made a bunch of like strange anti-white male protagonists, anti-straight male protagonist stuff that just didn't resonate with the audience, and they deconstructed a lot of characters uh, that were beloved and beloved franchises too. So like Indiana Jones and Star Wars and so forth. Let's go 69 level. Open your prayer guides to Psalm 69, 69, 69. Yeah, that was a good intro on that ministry album for sure. Open your prayer guides to Psalm 69, 69. Do they really even have a 69th chapter? Probably, I guess. Huh. Looks like we win. Yeah, that's a great part in Tombstone. They blow up the Mexican mission, the cowboy gang. They kill everybody and they go, looks like we win. It's a funny part. Oh. They really studied their redneck accents in that movie, huh? They really like listened to tape from people from the 1800s. Well, you gotta talk like this. Got the drawl right and everything. It was fucking good. Yeah, actors really did their homework on that one. Apparently, uh, Val Kilmer for Doc Holliday he found an old recording from like the late 1800s of a Southern gentleman and just copied it. Pretty interesting. Well, if I do that, does it replenish my shit? Well, we'll try. No, it doesn't do that. Oh, you got to go to the root. Yeah, the light root. So for the kind of the secret that people are using to defeat multinational globalist leftist entertainment conglomerates like Disney, what they're doing is to preserve the original content and the original copies is by holding on to physical media. So holding on to the old VHS tapes or DVDs, the original versions, and yeah, and then not subscribing and not paying for the new shit. So and also I don't really even consider Disney Star Wars or Disney I don't really even consider Disney Star Wars or Disney Indiana Jones for the that's not, to me, that's not even official canon. So yeah, technically they own it, all right, but if Jeff Bezos buys James Bond and he puts a chick in it and makes it gay, then to me that's not James Bond. So just saying, I'm probably not going to spend any money on it, and there are millions of people that won't either. So they could put like Kathleen Kennedy, the South Park, put a chick in it and make it gay, but it doesn't mean I'm going to watch it. Doesn't mean I'm going to buy it. Doesn't mean they're going to get any money from it. They can make Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones in the Disney Indiana Jones. They can make him an alcoholic and his son is dead and all this bullshit. And the female character is stronger and smarter than him and hits him in the face and knocks him out and all that bullshit. Doesn't mean I'm going to go spend money on it, though. Oh, this is like a... Wow. Claymore? Broadsword. Oh, wow. This was like a weapon shop up here. Yeah. So just because Disney makes a bunch of shit doesn't mean I'm going to buy the shit. Just because some people jump off a cliff doesn't mean you have to, too. So you can be your own person and stick to your values and stick to the truth. I know some people are just buying stuff because they have the money and they're like, I'm going to buy stuff just to buy stuff. Like, I'm going to get all the subscriptions to Disney Plus and Paramount Plus and all this shit. I'm buying stuff because I want everything. Even if it's not high quality, they don't care. They're just like, hey, I'm buying stuff. I've got money. I don't like that idea. If that people are buying stuff that's shit. That's not good quality. That they're buying it just to buy it. I'm like, if you're upset that Captain Kirk is French kissing dudes and he's gay now, then just don't subscribe to the fucking Paramount Plus then, and they'll get the message one day when they're broke and they're not making any money. But as people like you that are just like consuming shit, uh, just because you have money, and that's it. Yeah. Is it time for the skeleton? It's time for the skeleton. The skeleton. Yeah. Hold on. Skeleton. Skeleton. Megatons. Fuckaton. Ooh. Right. Soup up some other weaponry here. Who's feeling a dragon flame sword? Me. Duh. No. There we go. That's better. We got on tap. Break this shit. Bouncy stick first. All right. Ah! You have to do the entertaining battle entrance. Ah! Good one. Ooh. Mm. Like Disney is like making like Luke Skywalker and Han Solo like these beloved optimistic characters, uh, making them alcoholics and get that they gave that they've given up on life and like suicidal and depressed and destitute and shit. But all the female characters and all the people of color are bubbly and full of life and so happy. And it's just, fucking ridiculous. I'm not saying I would never pay $3 to see some shit, just to check it out. But most of the time I wait, I don't pay for it. So if it's like $3, I might pay for it. But I'm not going balls out to the new Star Wars with, spending $30 at the cinema and blowing it that weekend. Maybe like 5, 10 years later, I might pay $2 for it or whatever to rent. But I'm not spending 30 to 50 bucks in a theater with my friends to go see a pile of shit by Disney. It's just not happening. Oh. Oh. Do-do-da-da-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Dear, 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 dear. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, yeah. I'm Shredder. I want the Ninja Turtles. Ugh. Prepare for doom. I will find them and drink the blood from their skin. Oh, yeah. Myself and the undead army shall conquer this world. Oh, that's a pretty good bad guy speech right there. Decent. You can't be serious. We lost, Big Dog, or what? This game is fucking huge. So I don't think because a big, huge tech company or a massive entertainment conglomerate buys an IP, uh, a beloved franchise, and calls it their own because they own it and they make content out of it, it doesn't mean that I consider that or fans consider that canon, even if the studios that produce the shit do. To me, it's still not fully legit. Because it's still hackneyed BS. Looks like we have a giant whom is defiant. Time to wake up. Oh. Get a good bow. All right. I prefer the sky for its ripping qualities. Ah, ah, got you. Zing. Bazing. Smashing, baby. How you know you have a really good pizza, though? Here's really the secret. If you don't want your pizza to end, then it must be a really great pizza. Yeah, that's how you know. Now, if you're like, ooh, this pizza's not that great, and you just kind of like begrudgingly snack on it, that means it's not really that wonderful. But if you can't wait to eat your leftover pizza, then you know you have an amazing pizza. How dare you? Get off me, biatch. All right. Now we're all healed up from the gloom. Now let's have ourselves some sustenance here. Oh. Well, there we go. Now we're back up to snuff. Back up to speed, my friends. We might have to travel to Overworld eventually. Do the monster mash. The small monsters. We have spotted the monster forces. The monster forces. The monster mash. They tried to make the Dark Universe in Universal, but they never got the Monster Avengers going on. They were trying to, though. Universal's Dark Universe, but they made the Mummy. Actually, I think everybody knows what they should have done. Even though the Mummy and the Tomb of the Dragon Emperor were not really that. It was received well enough. It's just that Rachel Weisz did not return because Daniel Craig was like, "You're my bitch, and I don't want your ass out there. You need to raise the kids, and all that, and all that stuff." Or maybe they weren't going to pay her enough, but they replaced her. For that wasn't even a big deal. I mean, she was just the girl. She wasn't like. I mean, well, she was a British chick. She was great as Edie, but the replacement didn't bother me all that much. Just a little bit. Would have been better if she would have got off Daniel Craig's leash, or whatever. They didn't want to. They didn't want to miss raising their kids. That's honorable though. So. But the Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, the terracotta statues, ancient Chinese mythology, ancient Chinese mummies were not as thrilling as the ancient Egyptian mummies from The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. But I didn't think it was bad. It just wasn't that great. But it wasn't terrible. It was watchable. It was pretty good. Kind of fills the void of the Indiana Jones, the serials that used to play back in the day. It wasn't like bad though. It wasn't like, oh, okay, well, the Rachel Weisz is missing, and then, but the actress that replaced her was pretty good. I mean, not just hot looking, but she was pretty entertaining. And then I think most of the other characters came back that were in the franchise, so it's not really that big deal. But Emotep was like awesome. Yeah, they should have just made the Mummy 4 and just made the Mummy with just just kept the franchise going to build the Dark Universe, and then just kind of expand out from there, because they already had like the foundation, from back in the day. And I guess Brendan Fraser is like a legendary actor at this point. And the Mummy franchise, especially number 1 and number 2, kind of have a cult following at this point, especially from number 1 was particularly excellent. But they brought in Tom Cruise, and it was I don't know, crappy. And Sophia Botella as the Mummy, and that was crap. Yeah, it was just a really bad movie. Then they tried to introduce the Paramecium, or whatever it was called, the Brotherhood of Monsters, with Russell Crowe as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Just didn't work. There we go. Oh, okay. They're not going to do the Dark Universe movies anymore. But the Prodigium, you call it the Paramecium, which is like an organism. It's called the Prodigium. Okay, no wonder that didn't make any sense. I was like, the Paramecium? That's like an organism from. Anyways, whatever. Oh shit! This boy right here. Get this boy down. What? You ready to get down? The smackdown on the homies. Oh. All kinds of boys erupting all here. Need to get something legit. Yeah, there we go. Got the like. The like. So after Marvel was successful creating a universe of its own, then DC and then Universal tried to make their own copycat kind of franchises. So that were based on, like, you have different characters on different journeys, and then they culminate all together. And So since they had all these Universal monster uh, characters like Count Dracula, um, the Mummy, Frankenstein, the Invisible Man, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, et cetera, et cetera. Uh, Creature from the Black Lagoon and all that. They were like a Wolfman, of course. Universal was thinking, hey, Marvel was really successful making, the Marvel comic book movies. Hey, let's make our own universe, and then we'll build up all the characters and make standalone films, and then they'll all connect together like a puzzle, like the Marvel movies do, and the DC movies tried to do that too, but it failed. I think it's because the studios weren't focusing on the um, the greatness of one movie, and they're trying a little bit too hard to create their universe. So Marvel was slow and methodical about its success, and which raised the quality level at least at first. Actually, it was a weird kind of thing about success is that sometimes people try to have success and they never have success. So because they're trying too hard, right? And so the guy who tries to get the hottest girl, sometimes if he tries too hard, then he'll get rejected because he's trying too hard. The girl's like, oh, this guy, he's a simp, and fuck this guy because he's just gonna do whatever I want, and I don't want that. And I don't want a simp who's gonna be super nice to me all the time and shit like that. I mean, a woman doesn't want a guy that's like slapping her around and throwing her down the stairs and beating her silly. But I'm saying, so I think Iron Man, they're trying to have a successful movie, and they did not know it was going to be as big as it was, and so I think it blindsided Marvel. Um, Shit. So I think it's like if somebody was poor, I guess a great analogy would be like, okay, if somebody was poor and they were, I don't know, suddenly won the lottery, and let's say they went from broke and then they purchased a ticket one day and won, I don't know, what's the jackpot right now? $480 million, right? So, so they're going from so they're like rock bottom, or they're like Robert Downey Jr. Um, he's just cleaned up off of crack and drugs and shit. So like he finally got an opportunity because his old friends in the studio, they gave him a chance. And so he's in the movie with Jeff Bridges and uh, Gwyneth Paltrow and all these, John Favreau, et cetera, Terrence Howard, so on. Um, And so he's got his chance. He's clean from crack, and he's ready to take a swing at it. And it blindsides Marvel Studios because they thought it might. Maybe they didn't think it was going to bomb, but it really resonated with audiences in a major way. And Robert Downey Jr. reinvented himself. So then after that, like now of course it could go the different way. The lottery winner who won the 400 million, he could just become like Hunter Biden, and he could just get it, buy a bunch of crack and a bunch of hookers, and just hit rock bottom. All right, and just lose it all. Sure, but sometimes if you're already at rock bottom and you want to get out of rock bottom, then Marvel and Robert Downey Jr. and the lottery winner, maybe they go the other way, and they don't. Maybe they turn their lives around and do positive things. So then when Marvel figured out that it had that it was going to be super successful, and then Disney bought Marvel Studios because they realized the potential, and then they started to carefully craft a franchise out of the Avengers. So and the rest is history. Um, so the Universal teams and those at DC, they rushed the projects to try to compete with Marvel. DC infamously tried to catch up, and they couldn't. Um, and they tried to cram too many characters in one movie, and they tried to fast forward comic events that usually take a long time. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they let their events build up over time, and they did it quite methodically and deliberately. You can tell at first they were methodically protecting their cash cow, their baby, and they were doing their best. And now I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but it's not that. Now they've lost their way. But at first it was a different story. There we go. Yeah. Infamously, they killed off Superman in the second movie, basically. Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice. Uh, in reality, they had Green Lantern with um, Ryan Reynolds, which was a failure, but they could have just added him in, just carried it over, because especially after the success of Deadpool and all that, just made him Hal Jordan. And Wonder Woman was a big success. So was Aquaman. And I don't know. I think what ruined it was Batfleck. I really didn't like Ben Affleck's Batman. So, oh yeah, he didn't get his own solo movie though. So that was the problem with that. It wasn't that I dislike. I mean, he has like the kind of big superhero jaw and everything, and so he's tall. I mean, he would have been he's a fine Bruce Wayne and Batman, but I think they didn't even give him his own movie. They just put him in Batman versus Superman. But they should have came out with Batman solo, but they rushed it instead of giving him his own solo movie before he joined up or fought Superman. So then they just threw Gal Gadot in there from Wonder Woman, and it was just really awkward. It didn't seem very organic. And then the rest is history. Then it just became a big, huge mess. So they weren't able to tie the characters in together. Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, Cyborg, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman. They weren't able to weave their universes together and build up to the battle to Darkseid and Shazam. So it was really terrible the way it was handled. By I don't know if it was Zack Snyder's fault or if it was the studio's fault. Probably the executives were greedy and pushing it to. It was probably maybe it was Zack Snyder saying, "Oh no, we got to do this, slowly. We got to do this carefully." And they're like, "No, throw it in, do it. We need to hurry." That's probably what it was. Those executives. Oh. Uh, anymore? Oh, I didn't even make it. I mean, I guess the problem with the Man of Steel from the jump was, first of all, the guy who plays Superman is British. So, his accent was all right, but he's a British guy, so just saying. And no, you know what? Now that I think about it, it should have been Ben Affleck as Superman. He should have been Superman, and then they should have made Henry Cavill Batman. It was like I guess they had bad casting decisions. Or Nicolas Cage as Superman would have been awesome, like the Tim Burton Superman Returns. No, Henry Cavill was an amazing Superman. He looked the part, even though he was a British guy, so he's a British dude. Yeah, an Englishman. in all reality, Henry Cavill should have gotten James Bond, but he was beaten out by Daniel Craig back in 2005 or whatever. But thanks to the Amazon broccoli feud with Amazon and MGM Studios and all that, that delayed uh, the production of a James Bond movie, which Henry Cavill just got older during that process. He's like my age or a little bit younger. So since he was in his early to mid 40s, then he just lost out because he was just too old to be cast as Bond. Unfortunately, and it's really kind of unfair to Henry Cavill because you know but there was a lot of shit that happened besides the mismanagement of the DCEU. Also, there was I think, was it Zack Snyder's daughter committed suicide or something, and so yeah, a lot of shit went down that was off screen, and then also Henry Cavill in Mission Impossible Fallout was this massive hit, and so he went back into the spy genre, the Man from Uncle, and so yeah, his career deviated away from the comic book films, but he still didn't get James Bond. But there was some shit that unfortunately went down there too. The Universal Dark Universe didn't even get off the ground, really. Is that the terrible Tom Cruise thing? Yeah, it's kind of strange when I'm thinking about it. It's like Tom Cruise is in The Mummy, and then Brendan Fraser is not in The Mummy, and then it's like, and then Henry Cavill's in Mission Impossible, and it seems like there's a lot of actors and actresses that are in the wrong franchises sometimes. I guess they're trying to go back to the drawing board for a DC expanded universe, DCEU. I don't think that Universal is going to try to uh, do the dark universe. A lot of the guys are too old. Like Johnny Depp is what? Is he pushing 65 or something? Javier Bardem, is he 64? Yeah, it's just a lot of the guys that are going to be part of that are just too old. Russell Crowe. Yeah. I think I want to get a real smasher going on here. Smashing, bye bye. Oh shit. Mm. Yeah, let's go for it, baby. Want a piece, brother? I'll give you a piece. Ah. Oh. So yeah, I guess Matt Walsh of the Matt Walsh Show, he keeps calling Gal Gadot a crappy actress. I mean, I guess he's right in that she was only really part of Hollywood because she was hot, this hot Israeli chick, and that was it. Yeah, it was never really that her acting was incredible. It's just she's hot. That's it. Some chicks have it made in Hollywood if they're just hot. That's all they need to do. Yeah. So I mean, that's the vain part of Hollyweird or Hollywoke is that a lot of people in real life they want to if they're going to spend money they want to spend money to see sometimes attractive people on screen, and that's definitely the case with Gal Gadot. That's the case with most of the actresses in Hollywood, Scarlett Johansson, etc. They're attractive women, without a doubt. And vice versa. A lot of females go to cinema to see attractive looking dudes, and or I'd say people go to the cinema to see attractive people in general. Not that everybody in the movies is gonna be attractive, but typically the leads are, and the main characters, normally speaking. Let's collect those bombs. Collect those bombs. Uh, uh, all right, here's the idea. Uh, you know, better get off me, help me. I'll blow you up like the Nakatomi. Before we do battle with the gloom beast, we're gonna go get rid of our gloom accumulation. At the Stocky Dot light route. I don't even really care if I go see if they bring Johnny Depp back for Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Um, I don't want to give Disney any more money, so because they're just making shit, and And it would just be cheap nostalgia bait anyways. More cheap nostalgia for the good old days and all that shit. So yeah, we're almost ready to tango. Yeah. See if he's prepared for me, son. And, there you go. And it'll just be like nostalgia bait, masturbate. Where's my boy at? Where's my boy at? Where's my boy at? There he is. Where's my boy at? Bust your ass, bust your ass. Where's my boy at? Where's my boys at? Know what's up, homie love. Gonna get the smackdown. Don't ask me where my boy at. Oh. Put the smack down on you, young. Here, have some of this. Bitch. Oh, dog, what are you doing? What, you made yourself into a Ninja Turtle or something? Fuck. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes that have shell turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Do you remember the rest of it? No. What? Oh yeah. Oh. Bella boo. Uh-huh. Oh. Tula. Too lovely. Um, what? Oh yeah. Oh, did you finish your shows or? Oh, okay. Not really anything good on a Tuesday night. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's the big night. Huh? Oh no, not on this one. Yeah. Yeah. Is this a solo game? Yeah. Huh? Oh, so you can look everywhere? Like you're in real life? Yeah. Like you can look up like if you're in real life. Look around you. You know, it's kind of like it's just if you want, you can not use it, but it's better to use it. Yeah, because yeah, then you wouldn't get to see all the. Now I don't pan around all the time, but yeah, but just saw. Yeah, I have fun with the camera, but I don't really. I don't need to have it necessarily. Oh no, that's my gang. Yeah, those. Yeah, they're the Ghost Gang, or I call them Ghost Gang. That's not what they're really called. They're called the Sages in Zelda. So, and one's like a robot ghost. Oh no, this is my crew. Yeah, this is my posse. And no, it's Link. Yeah, is the princess. Yeah, this is Link. What he really looks like. I just had different armor on. So Link usually save Zelda. Oh crap. This is what Link usually looks like from the old days, more like the 1986 original version. And yeah, if you have all these different clothes. Yeah. Yeah, you got to find them or battle monsters to get them or whatever. So, and it usually has a good sword too, the master sword. And then, yeah. So that's pretty much almost like the one from 1986. It's just basically a fantasy English fantasy quest that a young boy from Hyrule saves the kingdom, saves the Princess Zelda from Ganon, the evil demon king, wizard or whatever, the evil, the bad guy, and yeah, just saves the kingdom of Hyrule. It's just sword and sorcery, you know. fantasy puzzle RPG role playing game. So legendary. And then next year it turns 40 years old. Oh, next year's the 40th anniversary of Zelda. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah. So
You were 4.
no, I was 6.
Oh, you were 6.
1986, I was 6.
Oh,
Yeah. And then I didn't buy this game originally out in Dayton. I had Mario Duck Hunt and Super Mario Brothers 2. But see, back then in Dayton, all the kids had different games. So if you didn't have a game, you just go over to your friend's house and play. So if everybody couldn't afford to buy every game, so it's like if I had Super Mario Brothers 2, then my friends would come over our place and play it. And then if somebody had Contra or Rygar, then we'd go over their house. And if somebody had Zelda 2, we'd go over their house. You know what I mean? It was like, so actually Dorothy and David had a lot of games. They had a lot of games. So they had Metroid. And so yeah. Oh, they also had that old Nintendo, the Olympic pad one, where you break out the pad and it senses and you run on it. And it was 8-bit. It was really crappy, but it was funny. And they also had Bubble Bobble and then Mickey Mouse. They had a lot. They had a lot of games actually. So yeah, but I mean, they like to play games, even though they were older. And then you and Rick didn't like, video games.
yeah.
But Julie got Julie had the games pretty early.
Yeah.
Zelda and all that stuff, and David
I
and
guess if I played them, not good at it.
oh yeah,
Maybe I would have liked it.
yeah. But I mean, there was a time where adults they were like, oh, video games are for kids, and I understand why a lot of adults
I
took
tried
that.
to play Mario. I just wasn't good at it.
Oh, you would have played more if you were good at it, or like, yeah.
Or maybe if I had played more, I would have gotten good.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like, I don't know. I don't know. You didn't play because you weren't good at it.
Well, no, I tried to play and I wasn't good at it at all.
Oh.
But I know you kids just love to play them.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, I love to play it, even though I didn't have my own personal TV in my room. So if I played, I had to play out in the living room. But I knew not to. But I didn't really get to play it much late at night.
Yeah.
Just like in the morning,
Yeah.
or maybe after school or something like that. But I knew it was TV time after
Yeah.
at night,
Yeah.
and go home, go do homework, and go to bed.
Right.
So, da, da.
Yeah, I love you so much.
I love you so much too. Yeah, but Julie got crazy on that Zelda for a while.
Really.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the original one, and then Ocarina of Time, and the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
David Blackwell had it because Rachel and James,
Yeah.
and so okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, love you. Good night. Have some good rest. Are you gonna take your hot bath and your mushrooms? Oh. Okay. All right. Love you, Mom. Hope you're feeling better. Oh no. I love you. All right. Okay. Oh. You hurt your back? Oh. Do you need your a heating pad, or you got muscle up? Oh, no, here's mine right here. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay. Sorry, there's nothing on or anything. Love you. Uh, You're still number one, Bella. And Chula will always be number two. You're the queen, Bella. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, oh, wild. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What? Whoa. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, a bargainer statue. Wow. Well, that was unexpected. All right. Let's drop the shit and then we'll get some good shit. Okay. Some bomb flowers. The dark tunic. That big Goron sword. Oh, sword of the hero. How about sea breeze boomerang? Oh, oh, oh. Big Goron sword from Ocarina of Time. Oh. No, my aunt used to play Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. So. Nice one. Boomerang. Yeah. Cool. Let's do it. See how this boomerangatang. Nice. Okay. That's like a batarang, huh? You made another Batman batarang again? Man, I'm always making batarangs. No. Getting it down. The Poe's Bargainer statues over there. Wild. But now I'm low on pose. I'm low on pose, like I'm low on hose. You got plenty of Zonite though. Yeah. Y'all ready for tits? Near. Y'all ready for tits? Near. Y'all ready for tits? Near. It's not really music down here, huh? It's just like ding. Sometimes it's like boom. It's very ambient. This soundtrack's more ambient than Brian Eno. It's like almost like no music almost. This soundtrack is almost like anti-music. This soundtrack is like, for the Tears of the Kingdom, is like the Antichrist Holocaust. This is the antimatter of music. The opposing force annihilator. The opposing force annihilator. I like that. The designers were obviously inspired by Tim Burton and peacocks, which is cool because I like Tim Burton. Tim Burton. Shall we have one final foray of this Tis the Kingdom Tuesdays? One final foray. Indeed. Yeah, trying to explain The Legend of Zelda, especially that this game is like so massive and complex. Just to casually explain it is, I think I did a good job, but it was still kind of like, oh man, explaining this that is going on right now with little to no context. I don't know about that. I think I was able to simplify it. Well, there's bad guys and there's good guys. I think I did a decent job. But there's bad guys, there's good guys, and there's a princess. You see? I didn't have to explain to people about Joseph Campbell and the hero of 1,000 faces. Surprised you got back up for that one, bad boy. Bad boys, what they gonna do? Yeah, I felt sick, but I took some stuff and I took an allergy pill, but now I feel sicker though. It was supposed to make me feel better. Maybe I put some Vicks Vapor Rub. Maybe that'll clear up some of the sinus. This is fucked off right now. My weapons are pretty badass, so I don't want to. Weapons, pretty bad. Hey, yes. No, you could always make it badder ass. Yeah. When things are badass, you can always make it more badder ass. Or you can always make it badder ass, right? Hell yeah. When things are just badass, you can always make it badder ass. That's a good idea. I see where this is going. Calm down, my skeleton horse. Oh. Ah. Skeleton horse. There's nothing like a good skeleton horse. When you're having a bad day and you get to have your skeleton horse, that makes the difference. Skeleton horse. Oh. Skeleton horse. Oh. Adventures with my skeleton horse. Through the underworld of darkness. Oh, yeah. I don't think my dog Bella really likes the Skelehorse. She's not really feeling it. A little bit scared of it. Oh well. Yeah, it is kind of a weird difference in the personality between Bella and Tula. Bella is like afraid of everything, and then, but she was like that even before she almost died. But now she's scared of like every single thing. And but Tula, the puppy, isn't afraid of shit. She's not afraid of nothing. Just about. She's fearless. So that is a definite personality difference between Tula and Bella. Yeah. So we got it saved up. Saved up. Time to hit the haystacks. Peace.